Welcome back, everybody, to more from the Stabilized. I'm here today with Jordan. How are we doing, Jordan?
Very well, thank you.
That is good, and we're still testing for World Championships. It's less than a week away now. As you're watching this, we're probably either on a flight or in America already. But through the magic of YouTube, we're able to play more games for you. And today we've kind of got like a semi-mirror, like to a point. We've got Tina Tags up against Ultra Necrozma. Both of these have good options. You'd think that Ultra would be slightly favoured. That's the one that I'm playing. But you never know, because Espeon Deoxys and Spell Tags are super, super good.
Yeah, there's a lot of very similar things in these two decks, obviously. They're both playing all of the standard Malamar cards. But I'd say the biggest difference is obviously the Spell Tags versus the custom catchers that Ultra Necrozma are typically playing. Not Ultra Necrozma lists play custom catcher, but it is one of the cards that play the most.
Just attached that to the wrong Pokemon. I've got no idea what I'm doing.
No, it's not the worst place to put it.
I was supposed to get the energy this turn and go from there, but whatever. It's fine. It's going to be fine.
I'm sure you'll be alright. But as I was saying, the custom catcher is the main thing that Ultra Necrozma is playing, which Tina Tags isn't, besides like Ultra Necrozmas as well. They're pretty important. But custom catchers allow you to go around Spell Tags and try and mitigate the amount of damage counters your opponent's able to place on the board with Spell Tags. So there's definitely quite a few interesting things that can happen in this mirror match. Or as close to the mirror match as you want to call it. I mean, they're both playing most of the same cards. It's the Ultra Necrozma that's the main difference, and Ultra Necrozma happens to be pretty much your best win condition in this matchup as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be looking to try and get the Sky Scorch off. Yeah, no, I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. I'm just trying to figure out which. I think it would be great if I had that escape board on the Jirachi instead of on the.
Oh, really?
On the Inkay, but whatever, it's fine. I'll grab myself a Malamar here for next turn, and I'm still okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna play this Malamar down and then pass, I reckon. Oh, this Giratina down.
Malamar now. Oh boy,
I'll chuck him straight down.
That would be exciting.
You can tell that I'm barely paying attention. I'm so tired right now, Jordan. You've got absolutely no idea.
Oh, you'll be alright. We've got a long flight ahead of us in a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's only 20 hours of sleeping.
So my hand is much worse than yours. I'm thinking about playing Cynthia so that I don't get donked.
Nice. Well, here we are talking all about the specific things that certain decks can do to deal with the mirror, but no, just gonna be looking for something off this draw. Oh, you've got more stuff.
Yeah, I got some stuff off of the Cynthia. That Cynthia was actually pretty kind to me, all things considered. If I'm able to survive a turn or two without you attacking me with Shadow Impact, I would even go as far as to say this is a decent start, but I'm not super confident in him whiffing a Giratina. You have already got all the pieces you kind of need in play to pull off Shadow Impact next turn. You just do need a lot of cards, but
I need an extra one because of my misclick, but that's okay.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
It's fine.
And I'm able to put myself in a position where I can barely make it possible to use Shadow Impact next turn, but it's at the cost of a Spell Tag, which is one of the reasons why this deck is good against Ultra Necrozma, or at least has a chance against Ultra Necrozma. So
yeah, because you can set those damage counters up ready for an SBDO play. That's obviously the big strength. And I'd say that Tina Tags is probably better off in many of its matchups because of that.
Because of the fact that it runs...
Yeah, it's got the Spell Tags, whereas Ultra doesn't. Ultra just kind of relies on that spread damage at the end, whereas Tina kind of goes for it throughout.
I guess you could say that the Distortion Door placements in an Ultra Necrozma deck are super important, because every Distortion Door is like your only way of placing damage counters, so you have to be really careful with where you put them. But Tina Tags are just like, yeah, Distortion Door, I'll just chuck it here, I've got Spell Tags, I can place my damage anywhere, I can use Espeon Deoxys to fix my math later on, but Ultra Necrozma has to be super specific with every action and make sure that you're not putting damage counters in the wrong spaces. Or, oh hey, maybe even tools in the wrong spaces.
Oh hey, no one would ever do such a thing. I've got the second one in hand, but the issue that I'm running into is that I don't have any energy.
No energy.
So I'm trying to figure out what the best course of action here is, and it might just be this Cynthia. I'll probably do a little bit of thinning. I also had to get that Dedenne down, which sucked.
That's another very important thing to talk about, because I feel like that Dedenne being on the bench...
It's actually a bigger deal. Yeah, it's a bigger deal almost than anything else. I'm going to have to burn all this stuff here so I can get myself potentially into what I need. I could potentially go for like a second Jirachi, put that down, do some other stuff. It might be worth it. I don't think so. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. And then I'm just going to Cynthia, give myself as many opportunities to draw into an energy and a way to discard it as I can.
If you get an energy and a Viridian, then that's all you need to declare Shadow Impact.
Didn't happen though, did it?
Oh.
Well, that's alright. It's fine. It's fine.
You can get close.
I can get close. And close might be close enough for this one. Just because you've had such a poor start, it might be possible for me to be able to survive another turn and then just attach next turn. Because you need a lot of stuff to deal with me as well, so...
Yeah, I need more cards than you needed on that turn.
Yeah.
And to be fair, let's say I get lucky and I get all the cards. All it's going to do is send those 2 entries to the discard pile, making it just as easy
Yeah, just as easy for me to pull off another Giratina. The card that I need is still 1 Psychic Energy. But I'm less likely to get a Psychic Energy than you are, so...
Yep.
It's a bit of a pain. I mean, I could get a medal. It would be fine. I'd rather not attach medals in this early stage of the game, but... Oh, hey, that would have been nice.
Down. I am not
You gonna put down that Viridian Forest there, buddy?
If it got me the attack, I would certainly consider it. But as of right now, I'm just going to bench as many Inkays as I can.
See, there's a little Viridian Forest in that hand of yours.
Oh, damn it, I put Viridian
you must have
Forest.
misclicked, Jordan. Jeez.
I missed the Viridian, Mitch. I don't know what you're talking about.
What a horrible friend.
That's alright, I'm sure you'll be fine. You got to switch, you can Stellar Wish, you can find an energy. I'm guessing you're not going to miss an energy again, right?
I'm just going to grab my own Viridian Forest.
No, you've got a dead card in my hand.
Yeah, no,
I guess I'll have to Viridian Forest it away.
Discard that with Viridian Forest, oh no. What am I going to discard here? I feel like I'm going to discard Malamar. That seems fine. Another thing that Ultra has going for it that Melee Tags doesn't have is custom catches. So with me, I'm sitting with 1 in hand at the moment. Not that Jordan knows anything about it, don't tell him. Which means that I might be able to sneak around a couple. And since you've wasted 1 already, well not wasted, but used 1 already,
it's
that
wasted.
could be potentially something that helps me out. But hey, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Yeah. I've taken the first prize here, which is good and bad.
Mostly good. I would say good.
Well, from my side of the field, I'm feeling pretty good. But it just means that I've got my. I'm probably going to get down to 3 prizes before you stop taking them, so that we can sit in this 7 prize stalemate garbage forever.
Yeah, I mean, the stalemate doesn't really happen, though, when one player is playing Ultra Necrozma and the other player isn't. It basically just allows you to take as many prizes as you want without having to worry about your opponent having Sky Scorching Light. And honestly, I don't feel very good about this at all. I'm in the position where I'm thinking, do I draw a card with Kataday, or do I try and put you to sleep with Hypnosis? You've got only 1 switch in the discard, so I'm leaning towards draw a card with Kataday being my best play for this game.
Excellent. Okay, cool.
Ooh, that was not good.
Was it a good one? No,
it was
a bad card. Okay. Alright, well now I'm starting to feel pretty good then. I can start just thinning cards away now.
Yep, early and early. Like, honestly, if you get 1 more uncontested Shadow Impact, I think that'll be enough to almost say this game's unwinnable for me. At this point, I think if you get unlucky and I get extremely unlucky for the rest of the game, it's still possible for me to win this game, just because you've got that Dedenne down. But it's looking pretty grimmer at this point.
Yeah, I'm thinking whether it's worth playing the Giratina down, but I might just want to leave that bench space open, because I don't really need to play it. I'm just gonna leave my hand here. I don't need to play anything down. Part of me is like, oh yeah, well, you could play the Cynthia here, but ultimately I don't need anything other than the things that are in my hand, so I'm just going to hit into you with a Shadow Impact. Might have considered putting an energy on like a Malamar with it.
That's funny, you're assuming I'm going to do something.
Well, I am. I'm assuming that things are going to work out for the best.
I'm glad you have such high hopes for me.
Hey, well, I believe in you, man. Like,
I'll give it my best shot, but no promises.
Well, you can hypnosis me. That seems pretty good.
I'm not hoping to do that, but hey, it might not be the worst thing in the world. So I've finally got access to a Malamar if I want it, which I kind of do. I'd like to take a Malamar. There's only 2 in deck, so it's going to be a little hard to get both of them this turn, plus a Giratina, plus an attachment, but it's not unreasonable. I do have a Venture Bag, so I can get an Escape Board and also retreat into Jirachi with Switch, so I'm not actually looking for too many cards. It's mainly the fact that I'm going to have to Stellar Wish into a supporter, or I'm pretty much out of luck, so I guess I may as well just get that Stellar Wish out of the way now and see if I'm lucky. Well, actually, I could thin one more card out of my deck with Viridian Forest, although it does mean that I won't have access to Viridian later, so a bit of a risk there, but I really just need to give myself the best chances of finding a supporter possible, so we'll see what happens, and I don't lose instantly. I just lose next turn instead.
Excellent, fantastic. Cynthia, so there goes that energy from Viridian, but that's okay.
So I need to redraw an energy now, plus a Giratina and another Malamar. It kind of almost happened, but it didn't.
It kind of almost happened, but it didn't.
It got kind of close.
That's the story of playing Pokemon at the moment. It's like, oh, I need this 4-card combo. Well, it kind of almost happened, but I didn't, so...
Yep, right now I guess I could attack with Mew. Mew's not the worst attacker in the world. It's pretty bad. I wouldn't recommend it, but...
It's not ideal, is it?
Yeah, I did at least get the second Malamar. It's just the Giratina that I ended up missing out on.
the Giratina.
And of course the energy. Like that was a few things missing from this hand, but this is...
Well, the attacker and the way to power up that attacker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
I think this is pretty close to unwinnable, but I can still see a path to victory that isn't completely unreasonable. So I'm just gonna pretend that this game isn't over.
Game's continuing.
But I can make it exciting at least. I don't think I can win the game, but I can pretend that there's a chance that something is going to happen here.
You can definitely do that. Glad that I didn't play down the Giratina now, because I'm obviously in the position where I have the Distortion Duel so I can set up the Sky Scorch, right?
Yeah.
It's critical that I do that, because if I weren't to do it, then I'd probably end up losing. I can also set up my second Giratina, so I'm ready to go here.
Oh man, my win conditions, they're evaporating.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm running out of Psychic Energy though. Not that it makes a massive difference. I mean, there's 6 on the field, so...
Yeah, I wouldn't be too concerned. I think you can reliably attack for quite a while in this game without needing manual attachments. You've got 2 fully powered Giratina on the board. My win condition was almost just praying that you didn't do that, actually, because what I was thinking about doing is using Espeon Deoxys this turn, use the GX attack to knock out your Giratina and a Malamar that I just put 30 damage on. I would have been able to knock both of those out, and if you hadn't set up another attacker on the bench, I could have potentially survived the turn without getting punished and tried to maybe knock another Malamar out another way. Like, it wasn't going to be great, but I can't even do that now that you've got 2 Giratina power. I just have to keep trying to get my own Giratina, and eventually I'll find one. I hope. I've got a Judge, which is pretty good, considering you have like a 17 card hand.
That's alright. There's nothing in there. I haven't played anything out of them for the entirety of the last 2 turns.
What is exciting though is I think I'm actually going to be able to attack this turn.
What?
With Shadow Impact, like not just Cataday or
not just a bad attack, but a good one.
The best one. It's a little late. You've already taken the first 3 prizes, but
hey, that's alright. There's still time.
Yeah, you could brick, honestly. Like, it's not completely impossible for me to win from here, but I honestly think that right now you're in a position where you can probably win the game, but without playing any cards in hand for the rest of the match. You can probably just use your current board, Psychic Recharge, attach every turn, and eventually win. So I don't think it's going to be enough. But
no,
let's see what happens.
But I think the thing that might potentially get me across the line is the fact that 2 of your Malamar are prized. So if you don't unprize one, then the Inkay and the Jirachi are just free. At some point, there'll just be free prizes.
Unfortunately, I haven't taken any prizes yet, so it's going to actually be quite a while still before you can use Sky Scorching Light.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm 3 prizes in front. I'm not going to be able to take any. That's annoying.
Yeah, usually when you're at 3 prizes, that's about when you start considering, okay, I've got to set for the Sky Scorch now. But as of the current board state, there's still another 3 prizes at least to be taken before that happens.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to take one of them now though. So
yeah, that seems pretty good. The other thing that's annoying for me here is that spell tag is going to potentially do some maths, which means that maybe SBDO can do some damage.
I wouldn't worry about it.
You're not concerned?
Nah, just ignore that.
Forget it, mate.
Don't try and get around it or anything.
Think ahead. Dearie me.
You sound like you're in trouble. I don't know why. Like, you sound like things aren't going perfectly.
Well, it's not going perfectly, Jordan. I've lost a prize. Look, it's 5-3.
Yeah, you should be pretty scared right now.
I should very easily have already won this game whilst sipping on my tea. I shouldn't have to do anything else. Yeah, I'll get my second Giratina because I'm terrified that you're going to be able to just lock up a game somehow.
I'm working on it. You're not making it easy.
She keeps doing things.
I know. If you just stopped playing cards, maybe I could figure something out.
Stop it. He didn't. He realised that all he needed to do was put the distortion door damage down, and then he could play. How rude of him.
It's pretty good.
If I could actually click the buttons right, this would be a much quicker experience as well.
Well, at least you're putting them on the right Pokemon, unlike at the beginning of this game.
Hey, like I said, it didn't make a difference.
No, in fact, having the escape ball in the Malamar isn't even the worst place for it to be.
No, it's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Stops some interesting win conditions from happening. Alright, let me think
you get to
about
place
this for
yours
a sec.
now.
I don't think it's gonna help.
Well, I mean, you can kill a Malamar with an escape board on it.
It's not bad. I might consider doing that sometime. I'm actually going to spread it out a little bit though. I'm going to put some damage on this Malamar as well.
Oh, no worries. That sounds good.
Does it?
I don't know.
It might.
Whatever.
It's okay.
It's all just a bit of whatever.
At this point, I don't think I want to give you like an excessive amount of bench space. So if I take the knockout on the Malamar now, then it might not be as good as if I could knock it out with a spell tag. And maybe even knock both of them out at the same time would be stronger.
Fair enough.
But as of right now, I don't think it's going to be enough. Like, basically just hoping to get another spell tag and then eventually put something in the active that can't be knocked out from a Giratina. But I think everything in this deck gets knocked out from a Giratina.
Yep.
So I don't see how that strategy is going to work.
Nope.
It's kind of cool though. Like, it's exciting.
Yep.
I can pretend that I've got a wink on.
I'm just kind of sitting around waiting for you to finish your turn so I can just click Shadow Impact.
Yeah, just do that.
Please.
That's what I would do.
I'll put that down maybe. I'll put that SPD down.
I'm honestly considering it. If I can get a stamp and bench it at the same time, then maybe I can try and pull off like a win condition with 20 damage counters at once.
200 damage counters is a lot, Jordan.
It is. It's more than.
Can you imagine if there was a card that said place 2,000 damage? Just wherever you want.
It may as well just win the game.
Yeah, you win the game. Congrats, you won.
Well, I didn't get reset stamp, so I'm not going to put that down.
Okay.
You should be very grateful for that.
Stop getting spell tags.
I got the next best thing.
Oh man.
Where are you going to put this damage, Mitch?
Now
Where are you going to put it?
Do something intelligent.
No, don't do that.
No, stop.
I'm banking on you not doing anything intelligent.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's like my win con.
My win con is that Mitch does nothing stupid.
I mean, now that I've taken 2 prize cards, you do have access to Sky Scorching Light.
Yeah, but I don't have access to the win, so...
Exactly, you're 1 damage counter away from being able to win the game with Sky Scorching Light this turn, which I'm very grateful for. I mean, it's still pretty scary, but it looks like you're going to have to actually take like your prizes the normal way. You're going to have to actually just take 6 knockouts.
I'm gonna have to actually take some knockouts. Although I could potentially put you in a situation where you just have to deal. Because I can go like this. I'm gonna start setting up some damage with Mew, and eventually you'll have to kill something.
That's a little scary.
Because I mean, I don't have to attack into this Giratina.
That's true.
So, oh hello. I might choose to just knock something out now, though, that I've got this custom catcher.
Oh, don't do that.
I think I might.
You don't have to. You could just not.
I think I just might, though. The Mew's a smart idea, but for someone who has less time than I do. Here we go. Alright, cool. Pew pew pew.
Yep, that's pretty good. Going down to 1 prize.
Yep.
Now I definitely need to get reset stamp.
Yes, because now you need to get rid of the Ultra and the energy which you saw me grab off of Viridian, so reset stamp here would be pretty good.
It sure would. Alright, well I've realistically got 1 Stellar Wish to find it, so it better be a pretty good Stellar Wish. I am going to probably use Espeon Deoxys this turn, because if you take a knockout,
it doesn't matter.
You win the game anyway, so may as well do that. And let's see, how many prizes can I actually take with Espeon Deoxys? It's a lot. It's a decent amount. I'm not going to do the maths until I can stamp you, because if I can't stamp you, I'll lose anyway.
I think it's only 2.
2's not bad though. Like
2's a solid amount.
I'll take 2.
2 is a solid amount.
I'm going to thin a couple cards out of my deck. Let's see. There's a reset stamp in the deck and 9 cards remaining after I take this Angie out. So I've got at least a positive of 50% chance of finding it. let's see what happens. And it's not there, but I got a Cynthia,
So you can continue playing.
I've got a second attempt at it. I actually don't think this game is completely over. It's just the next closest thing.
Yeah.
Alright, so Cynthia...
Oh, that's important. The energy going. Viridian Forest going.
Yeah, I'm really happy I can play the power plant down. Not because power plant's
not for its ability, but...
Oh, I was really hoping to, get the reset stamp there.
Okay, well, now you just have to hope that I don't have it in hand. I have 10 cards in hand, so...
Yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me.
I've literally 50% of my deck in my hands, so...
I'm really interested as to what would have happened if I'd found a stamp there. I'm going to make the play I would have made, like, if I was able to stamp you to 1.
Yeah.
And see if I could have... Like how close I would have been able to get to winning the game, because I couldn't be bothered counting to 10. That's a lot of numbers, so I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with this attack yet. But I think I could put your board in a pretty awkward position. So let's just see how many prizes I'd be able to take.
Well, for me, I think your best the best thing you can do here is either take out both Malamars or take out a Giratina.
Well, I have to take out the Giratina, otherwise
yeah,
you just attack.
Exactly.
So I'd put 50 damage on this Giratina.
Yep.
I'd put 10 damage on this Malamar, and I'd put... How much do I have left? 40?
4.
So I could do that. And
That's actually pretty good. That's
I almost
solid.
win the game. In fact, I might win the game.
You might just win the game, yeah.
I just realised you can't use alternate crossman now.
No, I just realised that putting the 40 damage on that Giratina might not have been the best idea I've ever had.
It's usually a really good place to put it in a mirror match.
No, but it just didn't work.
I might have
out
just stole
for
the
me.
game even without the stamp.
I think you
I
did.
didn't realise I had so much damage on board.
I think you did. Whoops. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's alright, because it's because
nothing of it.
Your Malamar had the escape board on it, so it's
yeah,
fine.
it's fine. I think 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, is that enough? No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know how this is gonna work.
There's something that you might be able to do. I'm gonna give you a second.
You're gonna give me a second, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're very kind.
Actually, is that enough? I don't think it is.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna get there.
Yeah.
What am I missing? Am I missing
I
something?
thought that you might have been able to use Mew to knock out my Jirachi.
Yeah,
but I
well,
realised
no, it's not enough.
you didn't have enough distortion doors.
No, it's not enough.
Never mind then, I miscounted a little bit there.
Let's just Stellar Wish and see what I get.
Fair enough.
Ooh, Viridian. Like I guess I just like retreat into Ultra and hope that you don't win.
Yeah, I guess that's probably the best thing you can do. I mean, there's no way for Espeon Deoxys to do much after its use.
Yeah, it's kind of
its GX attack.
It's kind of finished. I got a bunch of switches in deck. Jeez, that's weird. Do I? I can't. I don't.
I believe in you, Mitch.
It's fine. There we go. I'll just retreat into it and we'll see what happens.
Yep. I've survived the turn. That's more than I was expecting. So now we actually get to see what the result of that reset stamp to 1's going to be, because I top decked it.
Oh, nice.
How
okay,
exciting
cool.
is this? So we're going to stamp you to 1.
I might still miss you.
Yeah, it's not even that unlikely.
Oh no. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Does that mean I lose?
Well, it doesn't mean you lose, but it means that I've got a shot.
I think it means I might lose.
I've got a chance.
Alright, I'm just going to play a couple cards out of my hand just in case you stamp me, because I was not expecting this game to go on this long, to be honest. I thought that this game was going to be over by this point.
You had lost the game, and I just didn't pay attention, and then I lost the game.
You've still got a good chance. I wouldn't be too worried about it yet. Like, you just need an energy to win the game, right? I can't evolve this Jirachi. I can't remove damage counters from it. And even if I could, you could just put them back on. So I think, do I just attack with Espeon Deoxys? I mean, I could retreat into Giratina, but I think I'm just going to attack with Espeon Deoxys. I don't see any reason not to do that. It does the same amount of damage. Alright, let's see. Do you have an energy?
Oh, well, I just top decked it. It's fine.
Well played.
It's fine.
Well played.
It's fine. The other card I had was a switch, so I would have got there. Oh my god, I can't believe I
got
out of it.
You're so confident in your Jirachi abilities.
Oh my god.
That was actually exciting.
It was almost incredibly embarrassing as well.
I feel sorry for the people who clicked away from that video after...
Yeah, after being like, oh, this is a terrible match. I'm not going to watch this.
This game's over.
Oh dear. Well, let's go to game 2, and we'll see if the matchup becomes better or worse. I might actually pay attention to what I'm doing.
That would be smart. I mean, I think you played that game correctly for the most part. I mean, you put the skateboard in the
Hey,
Pokemon
stop
Hero there.
bringing it up, alright? You don't need to constantly bring up the fact that I didn't misplace the skateboard. I made an educated choice.
Honestly, it wasn't the worst place to put it.
I've got a start that's not as good though.
I've got a start that is a little better, and by that I mean it's not a brick. So
That's
I get
good.
to play cards. It's not like an exceptional start. Oh, okay, yes it is. It's fine. It's fine. It's not insane. I get to get a couple in case down, and I got 2 Stellar Wishes to find a supporter.
Beautiful.
If I find a supporter though, oh boy, it's gonna be good. In fact, I believe I can just bench 3 Inkays and then attempt to...
3?
Yep, 3 Inkays from opening hand. It's pretty exciting.
Far out, man.
But I don't have a supporter. I'm going to whiff off Stellar Wish.
Do you know how many Inkays I have? Like, I've got 2,
yeah,
and then I lose.
Okay.
So, I've got nothing else in this hand. Like, I mean, I can get Dedenne again.
Oh yeah, do that.
I'm just... Oh, no.
Alright, here we go.
Oh,
Stellar Wish
no.
number 1.
Just watch him get a Lily off of this.
I got a Cynthia. Am I satisfied with that?
That's arguably worse.
I don't know if I'm satisfied with Cynthia. I've got a Jirachi and a Switch.
I don't know if I'm satisfied.
I can go for Lily.
I don't know if I'm satisfied with only 6 new cards. I want 7.
I think it's going to be fine.
You're definitely going to get it to
I
Lily
could be
now.
so mean to you right now. And knowing that you told me to... that you're going to use Dedenne, I could play a Power Plant down. And to be honest, it's probably the correct
That's
play
probably
anyway.
a smart play.
Because I'm not going to put down Viridian if I don't need to. I actually think I'm going to put Power Plant down and see if I get lucky.
I've got Viridian in hand, it's fine.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Sure.
I have it.
Damn it. Alright, I guess I'll just attach an energy to this Giratina. Look at that.
Oh yeah, whoop, I guess I'll
do this.
I guess I'll use the touch to my Giratina,
It's not the worst thing in the world.
Having a full house. Cool. This is a cool hand. Alright.
Just Viridian for another energy.
Cool. That's what this is. Alright, okay. This is fine. It's fine. I'm going to get myself an Inkay, because I'm going to need one. I'm going to commit myself to a mental institution. I'm going to commit myself to getting this to Dedenne, because I have to, otherwise I definitely lose.
Yep, makes sense.
It's in deck, which is also good, because I didn't check.
Another thing we haven't really spoken about is the fact that you open Ultra Necrozma GX and...
Well, that's why I'm not so worried about this Dedenne, because I mean, it's already there.
I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but do you think benching Ultra Necrozma is gonna make much of an impact in this game? I feel like it's not a huge deal, but
it could though. That's the thing, is that it could. I'm gonna Lily for 4 new cards here.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
We will Pokemon. Oh, actually no, I might just Cherish Ball. Grab the Ultra and then calm that Ultra away, because 2 of my 3 GXs are already in play, so I'm not super worried about that.
Yep, that's not a resource that you need to save.
Yeah, I'm not super fussed.
It would have been funny if you played the Cherish Ball and the 3rd one was prized and you couldn't use the Pokemon communication.
That would be shocking, yeah, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to leave it like this, which means you're going to hit me with this Giratina, but, you know, whatever.
I'll give it a solid go.
It is what it is. On the plus side, is as long as I can thin my hand down to 4 cards, I'm going to be able to Erica for 6. So I like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll be able to get 6 cards and do nothing with them, but I'll be able to use it.
I mean, all you really need is like a Beast Energy, and you can at least knock out a Giratina, or if you don't have Beast Energy, then just a Switch and a Psychic Recharge is more than enough.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I can hopefully find a Switch to get my Giratina active. It's not like guaranteed or anything, which is scary, but...
I mean, as long as you've got a supporter in hand, you'd be feeling pretty good regardless.
Yeah, exactly. I get to Lily for 6 and then Stellar for 5, so I've got a pretty decent chance of finding an energy.
Yeah, no,
Sorry, not an energy, a Switch effect.
A Switch card, you'll be fine.
The
deck line's 5 or 6, so you'll be fine.
And I'm going to attempt to put the Escape Board on the active.
I think the best place to put a skateboard is Malamar, though. Like, I feel just like it's objectively stronger.
Yeah, it could be. But for now, I think I'm gonna take a risk and go ahead and put on the Jirachi.
Hey man, listen, it's your funeral.
Alright. I even got the Escape Board, which is pretty nice. It allows me to get the Spell Tag, which is just as important as, well, maybe not as important as the escape board, but it's
still pretty good.
It's pretty nice.
Well, I mean, like, if I knock you out, then it's going to really frustrate me, because you'll just be able to put the 40 onto this Ultra Necrozma and then D-Door it and kill it. So, that'll be annoying.
Yeah, a couple D-Doors and the Ultra Necrozma will be able to be knocked out mid-turn, but it's pretty hard to do because the Ultra Necrozma will probably be active, and you can't really use D-Door on active Pokemon typically. So it's not.
Stop telling me what I can and can't do, alright?
I mean, you can do it because you play Gust Effects. So
yes.
You could do it.
I could potentially do it.
I don't know if I'd be able to do it.
Well, I think that this matchup is not going, or this game isn't going to be quite as good as the one that we had before. Because there's just no way that I can win.
Where's your confidence?
It's gone.
You can knock out the active by just attaching energy. I even put the 40 damage there for you.
It's been shattered, Jordan. My confidence has been shattered. Wow. Could I have more lilies, please?
If you want.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea. I'm going to grab myself Giratina.
He's pretty good.
Yep, he's a good card. I'm going to bin him. Goodbye, Giratina.
Oh.
Well, that's alright. He's going to come back. Here he comes. You ready? Here he is. He's on the bench.
How exciting.
Cool. At least you've given me these Jirachis for free.
Yeah. I probably didn't need to put the second one down, but I figure if you're going to get Sky Scorch off, you're going to win anyway.
Well, yeah,
so
exactly.
May as well put myself in the best position to try and win.
I'm not in a great spot here when it comes to trading prizes, but at least I'm going to be able to potentially do something when it comes to doing my Sky Scorch later on. My second Ultra is in deck, so I can use it.
That's pretty good.
It should be okay.
Alright, now I get to place this spell tag, and I actually think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and dedicate as much damage counters as I can to this Dedenne, so that if I do ever pull off an Espeon Deoxys, I can hopefully like knock out the Dedenne and another Pokemon and maybe take 3 prizes per game or something.
That's pretty strong.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but it seems like probably the most relevant place for me to put it for now.
Yeah, the fact that there's 2 GXs on the field for you is very, very positive. And
Exactly.
I mean, you've got the Giratina knockout on the active now anyway. So.
Yep, that's on board, so I don't have to do anything for that. I can just attach the energy in my hand and be happy. So I'm going to continue putting as many damage counters on this Dedenne as I can. If I'm lucky, maybe I could even just knock it out with spell tags alone.
Yeah, and you might be able to, because I mean, it's only 110 damage left, so just keep putting those spell tags on, and eventually it's going to work out.
I guess it comes down to how long is it going to take you before you're able to find double custom catcher to get around spell tag and maybe knock out one of my Malamars instead. Which isn't a bad thing to do.
But, you know, it's not perfect.
Yeah. Eventually, though, I'm in theory going to be able to use the Espeon Deoxys to take it anyway.
Well, yeah, if the game continues on the way that it is currently going, then you're going to win. So I need to do something. I need to have something to give myself a chance here. What it be, I know not, Jordan, what it be.
Well, that's the good thing about Ultra Necrozma is you can just come back from behind so easily. Like, just the nature of how Sky Scorching Light works is that you can be down almost like 5 prizes and still come back if you've set your board up perfectly enough.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't think I need to do anything else. I'm happy to just retreat into Giratina and declare Shadow Impact, take 2 prizes, which is a rare luxury in a matchup like this.
A lot of them. A lot of them. Okay, so I think Dedenne is going into the active here. He's my next best escape board target.
Oh yeah, if you put a Dedenne in the active and leave it there, I wouldn't be too upset.
I'm not going to leave it there.
Oh damn
And then I'm just going to pass. No, I'm just joshing with you. I'm just joshing with you, Jordan.
I'm guessing you're going to transition into Giratina as soon as possible, which is probably now.
Yeah. I just need to make sure that I can actually get the thing there. I really want to stamp you at some point as well.
I've got a big hand.
Yeah.
You also have a big hand.
You do, but mine's kind of bad because it's all supporters.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna Cynthia it away. I got the 1 custom in there, but now I've got 3. Whatever.
Oh, beautiful.
That's fine.
That's pretty good.
That's fine. And I can also put down a Jirachi and switch as well. Everything's happening here.
So this hand is infinitely better than the hand of twice its size from before.
Yes, it is. I can actually use this. This is an amazing hand.
Well, isn't that great?
Oh, mate. Sometimes
Sometimes it just works out.
It just all happens for the best.
Alright, who are you targeting? You're targeting Malamar. Seems fair.
I mean, it's not great, but it's fine.
It'll do.
It will do.
I mean, I guess the good thing is I get to keep my Giratina power. I don't have to look for a new attack or anything. But the spell tag not triggering is, at the very least, annoying. I think I'll be okay though.
But you know what is annoying for me though, Jordan?
What's that?
It's that my escape board is yet again on the wrong Pokemon.
This time I think it was intentional.
This
though.
time it was by choice. But I would really prefer it if it was on that Jirachi.
I don't know what to say. I don't think you can take it back on PCGO. Not that you'd want to anyway.
I mean, I can't. Like, even if I did, if I took it back, then there'd be nowhere for it to go. It'd have to go on the Inkay again. And that would be bad.
That's where it's meant to be.
Living with that Inkay.
Alright, so...
Stop putting Malamars down.
Yeah, I got 2 Malamar. I'm just wondering if there's anything else I need to try and do this turn, or if I'm happy to just Stellish and retreat and attack and hope everything works out for the best. I guess I could play a Cynthia, but no, I'm actually happy with this hand. There's nothing that I'm too fussed about. I could go for one more Stellish if I want to. I'm going to do that because I got the switch in hand. I got a couple switches actually, so I may as well take advantage of it. Get my hand in a good position.
Do what you got to do.
It's a cool card. I could put this on a Jirachi.
I wouldn't recommend it personally.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know why you would do that.
Alright, so I may as well just switch an attack. The interesting thing is, where do I put the damage this turn? Because obviously you want it on Giratina, but there's already 40 on there, so it's a little scary to put another 40 on there. Something crazy could happen, like what happened last game, but I think you're probably going to have to be forced to knock out this Giratina anyway, so I'm going to put 40 damage on there and make it that little bit easier.
Just that tiny little bit easier. Alright, well, I could potentially, as for all the talk of not having a great time, I could potentially win the game if everything works out in the next couple of turns. So I'm gonna D-Door. We'll put some damage down. I'm going to Viridian away this Psychic Energy and grab myself the last Psychic Energy from deck.
Oh, that's exciting.
I will also give myself a bit of a recharge here onto this Giratina. Because I'm going to have to attack with it anyway. Now I'm going to stamp you.
Yep.
Down to 3. Not a big deal because you've got multiple Jirachi.
It's better than not stamping at all, I suppose.
I'm going to play a second Jirachi down, not because I intend to use it, but because I want a Lily for more cards. If I get myself a second custom catcher and a Malamar, oh my goodness, he's got them all.
This is all of a sudden getting very scary.
Got them all. Oh, never punished for playing poorly. Custom catches out the Malamar. Oh, look at this. And suddenly, if I get a Sky Scorch next turn, I win.
Yep. I believe that's
Seems
how it works.
pretty good. I don't know where to put this damage.
Oh, don't worry about it.
I think it's less relevant on the active. I just don't want you to take a billion prizes with an old mate, SBDO.
I mean, I can't power it up this
card
time,
as well.
But...
That's a very good prize.
Alright, so what's good for me is that you've got no custom catches left, which means if I want to, I can bench the SBDO and start powering it up potentially. At the moment, though, it's not going to win me the game. I haven't got enough spell tags on that Dedenne. You've ruined my strategy by not killing my Giratina.
Didn't kill the Giratinas twice.
Alright, so...
That's alright.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a Judge this turn, I think.
Yeah, no, my 4 cards in hand at the moment are pretty bad.
Well, I'm doing it anyway. You can't persuade me to do otherwise.
To be fair, I've got the Beast Energy, so... Got that off the prizes. It's probably not a bad idea to judge.
At this point, I'm thinking I probably just want to... in theory, I could not knock out your Giratina and deny you the bench space for Ultra Necrozma. But I think I have to knock you out eventually anyway, because I need 3 prizes, so I need to take 1 now and then another 1 later. So I think at this point, I just have to judge you and hope you don't find the Ultra Necrozma. Maybe I can even get a stamp. I'm not satisfied with the judge. I want a stamp as well.
Oh, you want to stamp me too?
Yeah.
You want me to have 3 cards instead of 4?
4's too many, man.
4 is too many. You're right. Are you going to switch into another Jirachi to go for the stamp again?
Yeah, why not? What else am I going to do?
Oh my goodness.
May as well go for it. So switch into another Jirachi. Stellar Wish. It's not super likely, but it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
That's
alright. So now I'm in a position where Pokemon Search wins me the game if you attack.
Yeah, I think I have to attack at this point. The only other thing I can think of is maybe I use Mew. But once again, I actually have prized my Espeon Deoxys this game, so I can't set up for a 3-prize turn. I have to take a prize. And I'm thinking I'll take a prize and then try and knock out your Dedenne with this Esper next turn.
Yeah, fair enough.
So if you don't win the game, you'll have to either bet your Mew and have no attackers, or you'll lose to this Esper.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'm putting you on a 1-turn clock.
That's alright. I think that 1-turn clock is all that I realistically need.
Well, if you're so confident, let's see it happen.
Well, stop putting the pressure on, Jordan. Like, I could top deck nothing here.
Exactly.
I do have a Cynthia, which is good. So, get this Dedenne into the active.
I'm fully expecting you to get it, because I wasn't able to replace the stadium, so all you really need is to find the Ultra Cross.
Alright, well, believe it or not, I don't actually have it in the 5. I have the Energy, but not the Ultra. So let's go, see if I can find it. Look at that. Life is so simple.
Please be prized second Ultra Cross.
You saw it earlier in the game.
Damn it.
You saw it earlier. Here it is.
You could have somehow prized it in between now and then,
I could have. It could have fallen off of the table. You're right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, where's my second Ultra gone? Well, there you go. I lost. I almost lost or lost. I can't remember. Did I lose the first one?
No, you got the first one.
I almost lost the one that I was definitely going to win, and then I somehow randomly won the one that I wasn't going to win.
Seems good.
That's Ultra Necrozma for you.
Yeah, it's a close matchup. I honestly feel like I was maybe one steal tag away from winning that game.
I think so too.
That's why custom catches are so good.
Custom's really good, man. That's all you can say. But hey, that's Ultra. That's the set.
That's what happens. Ultra just gets Scorching Light, gets custom catches to get around the spell tags.
Well, and the issue with Ultra though is that I don't think it has as good a matchup as Tina Tags does, or Melee Tags, whatever you want to call it, against other big decks in the format. Right. It's still good. Like, it's still really good, but I don't know.
It's another 50-50 deck that has a lot of close matchups, and I would say this specific list of Ultra Necrozma with the custom catches is the best list for beating a mirror match. But,
yeah.
We just demonstrated then it's still pretty close.
It's still pretty close. So anyway, we'll keep our testing going. Maybe one more video I think we're gonna do before we pack it in for World Championships. We've got to actually start keeping some secrets eventually, Jordan.
Nah.
No, we can't share everything, can we?
I mean, I don't have any secrets. I don't know about you.
Oh, whatever. So I'm not fussed. It doesn't matter to me. Anyway, thanks for coming along, mate.
No problem.
You almost didn't answer that one. That was almost incredibly awkward. If you like the content, then consider subscribing by clicking the save line in the middle of the screen. On the left-hand side are some videos that YouTube thinks that you'll like, and on the right is our Unified Minds Critical Matchup playlist for more big matchups for Worlds. Thanks everyone for coming along, and we'll see you all next time for more from the Stabilizers. Bye.
Bye.